Equity and Empowerment Minister Honorable Joachim has been underscoring government's commitment to championing the rights of vulnerable populations in society, with a particular focus on children and the youth. Minister Henry, who recently was the recipient of a courtesy call from a high-level Martinican-based Kiwanis delegation with oversight of Eastern Canada and the Caribbean, highlighted his ministry's mandate of advocating for the downtrodden and lending a voice to matters affecting the rights of children.
Our population is changing. We have an aging population, so young people do not have the amount of care like they had before, values. So Kiwanis and organizations like yours and many at a very important time in our history where support for children is very critical.
Our Kiwanis organization is an organization that takes care of our children. And our children is priority number one. So in all activities that we do, children plays very important.
Flanked by Deputy Permanent Secretary Irene Gasper and President of the Kiwanis Club of Grosley, Peter Alexander, Minister Henry told the French delegation, comprising both the Governor and Lieutenant Governor, that as appreciative as he was of the efforts over the years, still more advocacy was required. Minister Henry encouraged Kiwanis officials to partner with him and continue to lobby and lend their voice towards developmental efforts that will benefit children and secure greater funding from government, donor agencies, and other like-minded philanthropic organizations.
The strongest thing we could do is to speak out. Sometimes we believe the strongest thing we do is when we help, physical help. But when we speak on behalf of our children, it goes further than when you do. I would like for organizations like yours to join us. And even if you're not joining us directly, but speak out. When you speak out of the challenges on the ground and what you're doing, when I'm going to the Prime Minister, it makes it easier for me to get money to what I'm doing.
Because you know exactly.
Because you understand, because I say, this is what the Kiwanis are saying. Advocacy is important in the work that we do. It can unlock doors for more resources.
For the 2023-2024 financial year, a strong focus of the Ministry of Equity, Social Justice and Empowerment has been centered on children, with several interventions, policies and programs heavily skewed towards putting children first. The ministry has also zeroed in on children with disabilities. For his part, the Kiwanis governor said his primary mission was to assess how the various Kiwanis chapters under his jurisdiction were working in the interest of communities and in caring for the needs of children and the less fortunate.